Next we shall consider ionization of acids and bases. We know that strong acids completely dissociate into ions. And strong acids are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, perchloric acid, hydrobromic acid, hydridic acid, nitric acid. Strong acids have weak conjugate bases. That is, if the acid is strong, its conjugate base will be weak. Consider hydrochloric acid. We know that it is a strong acid. Its conjugate base is Cl minus. Since HCl is a strong acid, its conjugate base Cl minus will be a weak conjugate base. Similarly, consider the weak conjugate bases HSO4 minus, ClO4 minus, Br minus, I minus and NO3 minus. All these are considered as weak because the acids are strong. Now consider weak acids like nitrous acid, HF and acetic acid. Weak acids have strong conjugate bases. So if the acid is weak, its conjugate base will be strong. Consider strong bases. Strong bases completely dissociate into ions, and few examples are lithium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, cesium hydroxide and barium hydroxide. A strong acid is a good proton donor and strong base is a good proton acceptor. So we should know that if the acid is strong, its conjugate base will be weak and vice versa. Now consider the reaction HA acid plus water base giving hydronium ion plus A minus. So here we have two acids, HA acid and conjugate acid H3O plus. Now consider the two acids HA and H3O plus. If HA is stronger than H3O plus, then HA will donate H plus and solution will mainly contain H3O plus and A minus ions. Equilibrium will move in the direction of formation of weaker acid and base. It is because strong acid donates a proton to stronger base. Thus we can say that strong acids have weak conjugate bases. Next consider ionization constant of water and its ionic product. Consider self-ionization of water. Consider the reaction H2O plus H2O giving H3O plus plus OH minus. One molecule of water acts as acid and the other molecule of water will be acting as base. The dissociation constant can be represented as K is equal to hydronium ion concentration into OH minus ion concentration divided by concentration of water. But the concentration of water which appears in the denominator is omitted. It is because water is a pure liquid and its concentration remains constant. So concentration of water is incorporated within the equilibrium constant and it gives a new constant Kw, and Kw is known as ionic product of water. So ionic product of water Kw is equal to H plus ion concentration into OH minus ion concentration. Ionic product of water is Kw. Now at 298 Kelvin, H plus ion concentration is equal to the OH minus ion concentration and it is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 7 molar. So now when we substitute the concentrations of H plus and OH minus ions, we get Kw as equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 7 whole squared, which is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14 mole square. So Kw ionic product of water at 298 Kelvin is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14 molar square. We know that there are three types of solutions: acidic, basic and neutral. If the hydronium ion concentration or the H plus ion concentration is greater than OH minus ion concentration, the solution will be acidic. If the hydronium ion concentration is equal to the OH minus ion concentration, then the solution will be neutral. And if hydronium ion concentration is less than the OH minus ion concentration, the solution will be basic. Next we shall discuss about the pH scale. Now what is pH? pH is defined as negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. So we can write pH as equal to minus log of H plus ion concentration. We know that pH can be determined using pH paper, universal indicator solution or pH meters. Now consider ionic product of water Kw. Kw is equal to H3O plus concentration into OH minus ion concentration, and it is equal to 10 raised to minus 40. Take negative logarithm on both sides of this equation. So we get minus log of Kw is equal to minus log of H3O plus concentration into OH minus ion concentration. So this will be equal to minus log of H3O plus concentration minus log of OH minus ion concentration, and it is equal to minus log of 10 raised to minus 14. Now what is minus log Kw equal to? pKw. What is minus log H3O plus concentration equal to? pH. And what is minus log OH minus ion concentration equal to? pOH. Minus log of 10 raised to minus 14 is equal to 40. Thus finally we get pKw is equal to pH plus pOH, which is equal to 40. Next topic, ionization constants of weak acids. Consider weak acid HX. It reacts with water to give H3O plus and X minus. Initial concentration of the acid is taken as C. Initially products are not formed, so concentration of H3O plus and that of X minus is taken as 0. Let alpha be the extent of ionization. So the concentration of HX changes from C to C minus C alpha at equilibrium, and the equilibrium concentration of H3O plus and X minus will be C alpha. Now how can we write the dissociation or ionization constant Ka for the weak acid? Ka will be equal to C squared alpha squared divided by C into 1 minus alpha. This gives Ka as equal to C alpha squared by 1 minus alpha. So Ka is given as H plus ion concentration into X minus ion concentration divided by concentration of Hx. At a given temperature T, Ka is a measure of the strength of the acid Hx. That is, larger the value of Ka, stronger is the acid. Ka is a dimensionless quantity, with the understanding that the standard state concentration of all species is 1 molar. Now consider Ka. What will be minus log Ka equal to? pKa. Next, consider ionization of weak bases. Consider the base MOH. It dissociates to give M plus and OH minus. So Kb can be written as M plus ion concentration into OH minus ion concentration divided by concentration of MOH. So what will be ionization constant for the weak base Kb equal to C alpha whole square divided by C into 1 minus alpha, or this is equal to C alpha squared by 1 minus alpha. Now consider Kb. If Kb is larger, the base will be stronger. Now take minus log Kb. What will be minus log Kb equal to? pKb. Next we shall discuss about the relation between Ka and Kb. For that you have to consider a base and its conjugate acid. First consider the base ammonia, NH3. It reacts with water to give NH4 plus and OH minus. So here NH4 plus is the conjugate acid of the base ammonia. For this base ammonia we can write Kb as equal to NH4 plus concentration into OH minus ion concentration divided by ammonia concentration. And the value of Kb is given to be 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Now consider the conjugate acid NH4 plus. NH4 plus will react with water to give H3O plus and ammonia. So for the conjugate acid NH4 plus we can write the dissociation constant Ka as equal to H3O plus concentration into concentration of ammonia divided by ammonium ion concentration. And what is Ka given as equal to 5.6 into 10 raised to minus 10. So now we have got Ka and Kb. Kw is given as H3O plus concentration into OH minus ion concentration, and we know that it is equal to 10 raised to minus 14 m. Now multiply Ka by Kb. When we multiply Ka by Kb, it will be equal to H3O plus concentration into OH minus ion concentration, because other terms will get cancelled. So finally Ka into Kb will be equal to H3O plus concentration into OH minus ion concentration, and we know that the product of H plus and OH minus concentration is ionic product of water, Kw. So for a base like ammonia and its conjugate acid NH4 plus, what will be the relation between Ka and Kb? Ka into Kb will be equal to Kw.